Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where legends are made and titles are won. Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This offense has a second down play. Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Snap it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
They'll putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltoppers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have locked down corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the bet.
All kinds of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He makes the connection. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to the ground game on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Bernard. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game finally? It's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
To the air, it's Milroe. Slips away. Slides away. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. What a disappointment. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again, looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Off the RPO, complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
You know, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Grabbed behind the line, it's Law. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Turns it on in midfield. And he's running in the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Alabama pushing the tempo. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And I think you run the football on 3rd and short, even though you haven't had a lot of success running the football today, knowing I still got 4th down. Analytics world, right? We go for it on 4th down most of the time now, so let's see what they do here on 4th down.
The Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got a
Nice move, create some space. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Alabama quickly back to the line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. From the gun, the ground game. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run. And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nifty little dance step. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And the try is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his second missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After missing that 46-yard field goal attempt, they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. Got the quick completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Power football with the run. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we can put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Hutchinson. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Hold it, finds finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Can't get him to the ground. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Trying to run, it's Haynes. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Milroe. And the quick shuffle pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there, it's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Prentice. Touchdown tie! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Using the quick game. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looking for a block. It's Hutchinson. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He unleashes a long one. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fights off the defender. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. What a performance this guy is turning in. You know, Derrick Henry had a great 2,000-yard season, bunch of 150-yard games. This guy's looking like that right now.
And if you're comparing him to somebody like that, you know he's happy, and you know he's eating. So continue to feed him the rock, let him do the rest, having so much success on the ground. It's hard for me to say, hey, let's be balanced. No, give that guy the ball and let him use his balance.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's long. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They did a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. On the option. He'll pitch it. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll bring it back. It's Hutchinson. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. Giving him his pads. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. The run from the shotgun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
From the gun, running back on the move. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32.
It's a nice run there to get the 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Off play action. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. and they fail to hook up on third down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Offense in a bunch formation. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the tailback. Keeps the legs moving. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Line getting set on second down. He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Got it looking for a first. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Tide! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Young. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
He wants to throw it again. Getting some hit. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They'll try the right side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Running back goes in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Solid pick pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. On target over the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Miller. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground. The offense recovered its own fumble. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He's looking for a man on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. He breaks a tackle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And now, fourth down.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Milroe. Using his feet to buy time. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pirouettes away from the defense. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for room, it's Haynes. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.